Hello and welcome to this special broadcast on One India. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is in China and the important meeting between the Chinese president, the Russian president and Prime Minister Modi is something that is hogging the limelight. Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to China, his first in 7 long years, comes at a delicate and potentially transformative moment in India and China's relations. Scheduled to meet President Xi Jinping in Tianjin ahead of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization Summit, this particular meeting signals a renewed effort by both the nations to stabilize the ties that have been under strain since 2020 Galwan clashes that happened and put both the nations on tenterhooks. So this will be the second meeting between Narendra Modi and Xi Jinping in less than a year, following their interaction at the BRICS summit in Kazan. Unlike earlier encounters, this conversation carries both a symbolic and strategic weight. Symbolic because the meeting coincides with the 75th anniversary of diplomatic ties between India and China, and strategic because the global landscape has shifted dramatically with India's trade disputes with the United States, tensions over Russian oil, and the pressing need for cooperation. The Shanghai Cooperation Organization itself provides a multilateral umbrella for this engagement, and as a bloc, the SCO represents nearly half the world's population and vast economic potential. For India and China, cooperation here is more than ceremonial. It is about demonstrating that even amid unresolved border tensions, the two Asian giants can come together to shape the continental stability, connectivity and trade that is the need of the hour. Within this framework, the Russia-India-China or the RIC grouping assumes special importance. For decades, RIC has been seen as a balancing mechanism against Western dominance, with Moscow now ever more dependent on Beijing after the Ukraine war. India's participation ensures that RIC does not tilt entirely towards Chinese priorities. A Modi-Xi understanding could therefore help revive the credibility of this trilateral mechanism where cooperation on energy, infrastructure and security can benefit all three nations. For India, this visit is a cautious effort but a necessary step. Officials in New Delhi have been careful not to overplay the bilateral aspect, framing it as a natural engagement with the host country during a multilateral summit. Yet the significance cannot be ruled out. The recent Doval-Wang Yi talks produced a 10-point consensus on border management and even opened the doors of exploring an early harvest on boundary delimitation. If leaders stamp approval on these steps, it could create a pathway towards gradual de-escalation along the line of actual control, where tens of thousands of troops remain deployed from both sides of on the border. Ultimately, this meeting is not expected to produce dramatic breakthroughs, but given the fact that China's role and association with Pakistan and latest Operation Sindhu that India carried out against Pakistan, these two scenarios might also come up as one of the reasons how both the countries can meet midway, India and China. It can reset the tone for sure. By emphasizing step-by-step confidence building, reviving people-to-people links and strengthening economic ties, Modi's visit could mark the beginning of a slow but steady thaw. And in the larger Asian and global context, that makes this trip to China after 7 years not just significant, but a historic one.
Subscribe to One India and never miss an update. Download the One India app now.